So it's time for the obligatory E3 video, recorded like 3 hours ahead of the
Four,
EA conference.
4 hours, yeah.
Alright, so first up is EA. Today.
Yeah, we have EA and Bethesda today.
Oh, right, Bethesda. And that's at
That's,
like 7. That's weird.
yeah. Actually, the conference itself is at 10 tonight.
I mean, like California time, because that's where it is.
Oh,
Alright, so EA. Obviously, they're gonna do something about Andromeda.
of course. I'm looking forward to that.
Sports games.
Sport.
Sports. Um, there was one other thing I was gonna guess.
Um, I'm looking at their list of games that
Psst.
they probably won't come up. Maybe some stuff for Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh
Like,
right, the maybe like a Garden Warfare 2 expansion.
yeah, something like that. Maybe some Sim stuff? Nah, they wouldn't do that here.
Maybe. I mean, if they're going to make Sims 5, they might. Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
need to turn that up.
the difference, like Sims 3 came out in 2009, Sims 4 came out in 2014, so that's a 5-year difference. Plus,
True.
they only have 2 DLC packs for Sims 4.
That's what it was. Battlefield 1.
Oh yeah, actually,
I really hope they manage to make a World War One shooter good,
I mean it's new.
but it was a trench war.
Hey, trench warfare could be fun as long as you don't have to worry about getting trench foot.
It could be fun if you're the guy on the machine gun.
Yeah.
Alright. As far as Impossible Wish, Kingdoms of Amalur 2.
What about a Ty the Tasmanian Tiger reboot?
I think that the developers actually own the rights themselves at this point because they're making the PC ports independently from EA.
No.
And Microsoft published Ty 4. What's your impossible wish?
Oh boy.
It doesn't have to actually be impossible, just highly unlikely.
Um.
Because I don't see EA reforming Epic Studios for a second Kingdoms of Amalur game.
Mm, I doubt it, but you see, I doubt it'll be this early. But I kind of want some information about the new Dragon Age game.
They'll probably be doing that after Andromeda, but
Yeah. But
yeah.
it's mostly just because, like, I heard about the ending to Inquisition again. It's like, well, fuck. Probably
Uh,
some stuff about Titanfall 2.
oh, that's gonna be a thing?
Yeah, that was announced.
Honestly, like, Titanfall came out and that's all I heard about it. I
It
think it's
came
like
out,
$10 now.
my friend got it, and then immediately wanted to get rid of it.
Psst.
Still in the packaging, he was offering it for like $20.
Wow. So, yeah, EA is pretty predictable with E3
Yep.
because it's going to be their next BioWare game, sports games, their Battlefield game.
Probably a racing game that nobody asked for.
Racing games kind of fall into sports games, but
Yes, because of all the physical exertion it takes.
I mean the general audience. But
Yeah. Mindset is the same.
I do hope there's another open world Burnout, though. Paradise is really good.
Mm.
Alright, so Bethesda. Say it with me. Skyrim Remastered.
It's good.
Fallout 4 expansions.
Probably some news on the Fallout 4 PS4 mods and stuff. Probably Dishonored 2. Although then again, they did reveal that last year, so they might not spend too much time on it.
Well,
But they
they'll
might spend.
probably bring it up because it's getting closer to release. Is
But they
that
might
supposed to
even
be
just.
this year or next year?
What?
Is Dishonored 2 supposed to be this year or next year?
I can check my Game Informer.
I need to resubscribe to Power Up Pro so I get Game Informer again.
I spent my points on it, and I'm kind of regretting it because I know you can get like PS4 controllers with those points.
Ah.
November 11th.
Oh. 11/11/16.
Yeah, Skyrim had the best release date. 11/11/11. God, it's been 5 years since Skyrim. Jesus.
Yeah. Fallout 4 is on a 5-year-old engine.
They can't make a new one.
Well, Elder Scrolls 6 will probably be.
Will it?
I'm actually gonna say Test 6. Like, I'm not expecting it to be released soon, but I'm expecting something about it. ESO expansions.
Yeah, since people still play that, I guess.
Yeah, it's actually a really good game now on PC. The servers suck on console. But it's a legitimately really good game.
Well, I might try picking it up at some point if I can get like a month trial or something.
As for my impossible wish, say it with me.
Morrowind Remastered?
Morrowind remake.
Yeah, same. I wouldn't mind trying out Morrowind. It's just that the end, like, what it's on is so old and it's relatively clunky that I can't really get into it.
I actually had some help making a character that didn't suck, and it's really fun once you do that.
Once you learn not to suck.
Alright, so, Microsoft.
Part of me doesn't really care because I don't have a Microsoft. Well, I have an Xbox 360.
I'm expecting yet another Kinect kind of thing, because I don't think they've given up on that yet.
Like, an exact, like, something to help the Kinect or something that's sort of like the Kinect?
The latter. Because, hey, whatever sells more units.
We've got to have money.
Um, Halo 6? We're on 5 now, right?
Yeah, I don't think they'd go right to Halo 6 because of the time frame between 4 and 5, like how long it took for those two to be.
Well, that was also jumping a generation.
Mm. I don't know how quickly they release the other Halo games after previous ones, so they could do that. Um, yeah, probably. What about what about some stuff with their virtual reality thing they had?
Like, I'm trying to think about franchises that Microsoft owns, but that was just, like, to me, that was just Fable and Halo, and we know how that first one went.
RIP.
Rip in pieces, man.
I mean, they're still releasing a game as like, what was it? The Flaming Fowl Studios.
Oh yeah, aren't they making, like, a Fable card game?
Yeah, they were. It was in development before they went under. And by went under, I mean got the boot.
It went from an inexpensive double A free-to-play title to spending 75 million on it.
Yeah.
Microsoft does not know how to manage RPGs.
Evidently.
There's a reason PlayStation is the king. Um. So I guess Impossible Wish. Fable 2 PC.
Yeah.
Fable 2 is still my favorite one.
It's good.
And I'm in the camp who actually kind of likes Fable 3. It wasn't the best in the series at all, but it was still fun.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was all right.
It was a good game, not a good Fable game.
Right.
What do you want Microsoft to do?
Um. Please buy Windows 10. We would really appreciate it. They might do something with Minecraft, but that's as much as I can know for them.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting they own it. And
Yeah.
like less than 98% of purchases since they bought the game have been through the Microsoft Store.
Oh boy.
Microsoft needs to know when to quit.
No, they'll run it into the ground. You will like the Kinect.
I just wish that there was better software for it.
What are you talking about? We have great games for it, like Fable the Journey
I heard that one actually wasn't so bad.
and Sonic Freeriders.
Or Break Your Back, the game.
Yeah.
Anything you particularly want them to do?
Um. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. There's nothing I really got from Microsoft.
Ubisoft. Watch Dogs 2, obviously.
This time you can pet the dogs. Um. They might try promoting the Assassin's Creed movie.
She was actually funny last time.
Yeah, she was.
Like, the first time she was really awkward, but last time she was really into it.
Um. Probably gonna get another Trials game or something because that apparently worked out really well.
The Trialist games aren't bad. They're just exactly the same. Um,
Probably not a new Far Cry game.
maybe a Primal expansion.
Maybe Primal expansion, yeah.
Because they usually have at least a 1 year gap between Far Cries.
Um.
At first, I was disappointed there wasn't going to be a main Assassin's Creed this year, but Watch Dogs 2 actually makes up for it.
Yeah. Especially if they iron out all the kinks.
Like, driving wasn't terrible, but it could definitely be better.
Yep.
Let's see here. They just came out with Heroes of Might and Magic 7, I think. And that's not even really an E3 title.
Hmm. They already released. They might do something for Just Dance because 2017 is right around the corner.
I guess Just Dance isn't really shovelware. I've heard it's decent for what it is.
Pretty sure it had the best motion controls on the like that's the game with the best motion controls on the Kinect.
I was gonna say the dancing minigame from the Star Wars Kinect, but that is literally a skin of Just Dance.
Man Solo, Man Solo, Man Solo, Man Solo.
We also have to keep in mind that I just realized we should probably remember that third parties also do stuff at these conferences.
Where would we put them though?
Let's do a second third party section. Let's see. Either a Division expansion or Rainbow Six Siege expansion.
Yeah, so this game just came.
I've heard that the Division got better with patches.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
hear
know.
that it's
I'd
pretty
rather play
cool.
Destiny
Yeah.
if one of those games.
Whoever does Destiny is probably going to release more shit on that.
Uh, that's that's a multi-plat, so I think that would be under third party.
Because, they have DLC going for like 20 years.
It's better than releasing a new game because sequels to MMOs never do well. Hi, EverQuest 2.
Hmm.
Yeah, they really don't do too much with E3 besides their shovelware, one big game for the year, and then a little bit for their expansions. What do you think? Oh, do you think they'll do another The Crew game or expansion?
That was a driving game, right?
Yeah, the racing MMO that took place in the US, like all over. It's
I mean,
actually the game with gold for the second half of the month for Xbox One.
I'm thinking if it's a game with gold, chances are they might be doing that to promote it, maybe.
That would make sense, actually.
So,
They're probably gonna make it sound like, and for those of you with Xbox Live Gold, you get The Crew 1 for free.
you get the crew, and you get the crew, and you get the
Peace!
crew. Everybody gets the crew.
Except PlayStation users,
Yeah, fuck you guys.
and Wii U users, and PC players.
Everybody gets.
And the three of you who have a Vita, I say, looking over at my Vita.
I know 3 people with Vitas. Exactly 3. No more, no less.
Alright, what I really want is Might and Magic 11. Like the original dungeon crawling series. They did come out with Might and Magic 10 a couple of years ago, and it wasn't bad. The DLC dungeon sucked, but the game itself was still Might and Magic.
Yeah.
Anything you particularly want?
I wouldn't mind. How about either a sequel to the South Park game?
Oh, right, the Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's going to happen, most likely.
Yeah. Maybe a more classic Rainbow Six game, like one that has more single player experience, but put that under my impossible wish because I know they're never going to go back to that.
I mean, they do have, like, a lot of old Rainbow Sixes to go back to for that.
Yeah.
Alright, Sony, Persona 5. Atlas has been confirmed to be showing it, so it comes out on Valentine's Day next year. Finally. It was supposed to come out last year.
Go make the password to your website, Persona 5. That was great. Isn't there going to be a Last of Us sequel?
I don't know, but
Probably. That game sold really well.
I guess Uncharted 4 did come out, finally. I've heard it's a lot more cutscene heavy than the first 3.
Is it Metal Gear levels of cutscene, or
I don't know.
what about a new Little Big Planet game?
Alright. Because Little Big Planet 3 came out at some point.
Yeah,
We have it.
I have it. I've never opened it.
I didn't know it came out.
Wow. Maybe no, they probably wouldn't release a new Ratchet and Clank game. Didn't they just release a new one?
They released the remake.
Yeah. So who knows? They could do that. And my final thing is going to be, who's the fucker that? All right, 1 second. Another David Cage game. Yes. Because it's been 3 years since Beyond Two Souls.
I wish he would just stop. His games are not good.
It's time for you to stop.
Heavy Rain was like the only one that he made that was good, wasn't it?
Yes. Hold on.
I think Deadly Premonition was Suda 51.
Heavy Rain, Kara, Dark Souls, Detroit, Become Human. Oh yeah, that's gonna be there. Everything's gone to Detroit.
Of course. I'm hoping for another Suda 51 game because those are usually on PlayStation platforms.
Mm.
Probably fighting game number whatever. Because fighters are always on PlayStation, it seems.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the new BlazBlue games are only going to be released on PS4 and PS3.
Not even PC. Arxis needs to port the Persona Arena games to PC.
How good is Sony at doing
Cross-platform?
not cross-platform, but like showing off well, I was just thinking that would they advertise the new BlazBlue game?
Probably not, because it's not a system seller.
Yeah, true.
Let's see. What did Sony show last? Oh yeah, they got for the first time they got to show off a Call of Duty. Black Ops 3 is actually pretty good. From what I've played of the free weekends.
Do.
If if another MMO comes to console, it's going to be PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Although I'm expecting with the next Final Fantasy XIV expansion, it to come to Xbox One, because I forget what game it was, but there's some game that actually has crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation.
Here's an idea, something that actually uses the PS4 touchpad. Put that under my impossible wish.
It's like the back touchpad of the Vita. What, you didn't know that existed?
Yeah, my friend told me about it, and I'm like rubbing around it as I'm playing Neptunian, and it's like, what, am I fucking gonna touch their butts or something? What the fuck is this?
My impossible wish is Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Ken, you already got 1.5 this year, don't fucking...
No, I didn't.
Well, you got 1.5 being announced here, so...
It's already been announced for a release date. This is just them showing it off and hopefully having a new trailer. Not the same old one.
Don't get greedy.
It's impossible, okay?
Fucking greedy McGreederton.
Alright. Nintendo.
They're
Nintendo
not...
always pulls out surprises with E3, it seems.
They're not doing any... They're not doing anything.
What?
No, Nintendo has opted out of its recent trend of digital events to instead begin a full day of Nintendo Treehouse live. And, yeah, they're having no conference.
That's... bizarre.
Yeah, I don't see anything on here. Because I'm thinking that right there might just be...
This was posted 2 hours ago, though.
That just might be for when their digital event might be starting.
Alright.
And I'm pretty sure they said that they're just doing Zelda.
Really?
I heard they're just doing Zelda, or they're doing just mostly Zelda for the Wii U and NX.
That's... weird.
Put under for my impossible wish any information about the NX.
My impossible wish.
Probably not.
I miss the open world areas.
Let's go off the assumption that they are going to be releasing more information about games. They're probably going to do stuff about Sun and Moon. S&M. Damn it. They might do some stuff about the Fates DLC. They might, because we just finished up a new pack of it. They might announce the final wave of amiibos with Corrin, Bayonetta, and Clud. Clud, yes.
Like a meatball.
Isn't there supposed? Yeah, they're probably going to release some new information about that Paper Mario game. Color Splash, was it?
I'm still under the assumption that it's a deck building game.
It probably is.
And I'm not against that idea, actually. Chain of Memories isn't bad, okay? Or Rechain of Memories isn't bad.
Yeah, dude.
Let's see here. Was the Mario and Luigi game good? I didn't
Paper
hear
Jam?
anything about it.
I don't think it did anything harm. I think it just was there.
Okay.
I think it was harmless. I don't
Um,
think we're gonna hear anything on that front, though.
apparently Xenoblade X ends on sequel baiting, so
Oh boy.
because
I've played that one.
that director always gets to always gets to do his full stories. Looks at Xenosaga. That's really my only prediction. Wait, no.
Hopefully Mario Maker editions.
Slopes.
Lopes, water, atmosphere. Who comes to a restaurant for atmosphere? You come for food.
Alright, so third parties. So this means like the multi
Literally anything else.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me open up my Steam library, see what we got.
Infinite Warfare is obviously going to be shown.
To a crowd of boos, they're probably gonna have to mute the crowd mics.
Call of Duty isn't actually that unpopular. At this point, it's just hipsters.
Did you see how many dislikes Infinite Warfare has? I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that's
sure.
just people butthurt that they haven't announced buying COD 4 Remaster separately.
Eh. Oh well, hey, what about a since this would probably be Obsidian doing this, but what about like Fallout, whatever, except with like what they did with New Vegas?
I wouldn't expect it so close to Fallout 4's release, especially when they're still doing the DLCs.
How long did it take for them to announce New Vegas?
Fallout 3's DLC was well past done.
Alright, so maybe next year. So we already know what the Saints Row studio is probably doing, so...
Oh yeah, Agents of Mayhem.
Yep.
I love how all their franchises are connected at this point.
Yep. Chances are we're not going to be getting any information about Saints Row 5. Because I'm pretty sure they're doing one.
I think Agents of Mayhem might either lead into Saints Row 5 or allude to it.
Mm,
Because from the trailer, the Saints are involved. Because that's what it means when Volition uses the thing I can't pronounce.
I'm gonna look at the trailer again later. Uh,
Um, let's see.
I don't have too high hopes for E3 this year, actually.
Torchlight 3, maybe?
Probably some stuff about Kingdom Hearts 3 in there. Or 2.8, the final paralogue or prologue chapter. That's understanding. Even though it's being released, no, the final prologue is on the PS4, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out on both.
It is?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Oh, Final Fantasy 15. That's probably going to be at Sony.
Oh yeah, probably.
Final Fantasy 7.
Oh yeah, that's actually a thing. Didn't Square Enix have their own conference last year?
Um, they did actually. They don't seem to this year.
Hmm.
That's disappointing. I guess because that's really weird. I guess they're going to throw Mankind Divided into another conference.
Oh yep, that's something that's probably going to be talked about.
I'm gonna guess that's under Microsoft. Um. So, what's your impossible wish for third-party stuff?
Bubsy 3. No, Bubsy 4.
Um, that would be 3D. There's the Jaguar game.
New Bubsy. New Boobsy. Needs a new Boobsy. My name is Satan.
Okay, Stephen Lynch. Um,
Oh,
my
what about
impossible wish. Might as well go really impossible.
how about a new face on the frontier we haven't talked about? Probably for the Sony conference. Something from Kojima.
Oh yeah, he has a new studio, doesn't he?
Yep. And I'm pretty sure like a new game is being alluded to. So chances are we're gonna have some Hideo shenanigans here.
I wonder if he's gonna go as crazy as Suda51 now that he's his own studio.
I'm expecting him to come out in that suit of armor that's like his icon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope he does. If fucking Square Enix can come out with that weird fucking head of theirs.
Oh god, what was that even for?
I don't know. I was at D&D for that conference, and all I knew was like, I saw the picture of it in Jared's thumbnail for his video for the conference, and then he just talked about how terrifying it was. So here's hoping that something weird happens like that, except it's Kojima in a goddamn mech.
I wonder if Kojima's new game is going to be like ultra cinematic, like David Cage tier.
Probably not. I think he'd want to get into the independent publishing with like, I don't know, something more gameplay focused.
Huh. Because I think he's mentioned before that he's wanting to get into film.
Oh no, it's no shit he's wanted to get into film.
Cough MGS4. I haven't
Yeah.
even started that one yet.
Like I'm pretty sure. Hold on. I'm gonna Google something. I'm gonna YouTube this actually.
The final cutscene is like an hour, isn't it? Or the final set of cutscenes.
I looked up Metal Gear Solid 4 cutscenes, and the list says Act 5. So there's 8.5 hours of cutscenes.
And isn't it about the same length as the other games?
Yeah.
So that's like 5 hours of gameplay.
Pretty much.
But yeah, even with even if this is accurate, it wouldn't be a bad E3
It
because
wouldn't be bad.
like Skyrim remaster, like I'm expecting that to come with console mods because um, Fallout it's the same engine as Fallout 4. Um,
The one thing I think that's kind of not souring my opinion, but making me think less of this E3 is that last year's was fantastic.
yeah, I just hope they don't try to follow it up since unless they have some huge freaking surprises.
Oh, Microsoft is gonna do Gears of War 4, 5, or whatever they're up to now.
I think that would be 4
Yeah.
because there's 1, 2, 3 in Judgment.
Oh yeah. Oh, Gears of War 4 would probably be a thing.
I don't know. I'm not really into the linear third-person shooters. I played through Red Faction Armageddon, and it's not a genre for me.
You felt dirty coming out of it. You needed to shower.
No, it wasn't a bad game. It's just I'm not a fan of the genre. Yeah,
I think that's all we got.
yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad E3. It's just it would be disappointing because of how awesome it was last year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I guess we'll do a post E3 wrap up on Tuesday since Nintendo's apparently not doing much.
Let's just make it Wednesday in case they do announce anything on the Treehouse. Which
Yeah.
they usually save announcements for like Nintendo Directs, so I don't think they will.
Maybe they'll announce a direct. I like directs because they're like mini E3s.
Yeah. The last one we had was in February.
And that was like last Smash DLC, right?
That was like talking about Fates, Twilight Princess, two games that I'm pretty sure already came out, or like Twilight Princess just came out and Fates was 1 week away. Then they talked about the Horse Solitaire game.
Didn't they talk about that game that used to be Shin Megami Tensei Crossfire Emblem?
Oh, Mirage Sessions.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions. It's SMT backwards.
Wow, I didn't notice.
I pointed it out to you.
I don't listen to you a lot.
It's like they're making fun of people who actually wanted a SMT game.
They're making fun of people that are super fucking salty about it, like you.
We were promised something completely different.
This is completely different.
No, completely different from the crap we got.
Oh, well. I'm thinking that it's gonna sell well here, but that's neither
It sold
here.
horribly in Japan.
Who knows? It may sell better here.
You know what? Hang on. I'm going to...
Don't fuck up the recording.
I'm not going... I'll Google it on my phone. Let's see. Tokyo Mirage Session sales. Yeah, it only sold 33K in the 2 weeks after it came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Customers are wrong then.
Alright, we'll see you guys after E3.
See you guys next time.